a voice with you around the campus.
Talk Student, Talk Campus.
Talk East, Talk West.
Talk TAR.
Hello everyone, welcome to TalkTalk TAR and Hooi.
I'm Zhan Hooi.
And I'm Ning. Well, it's kind of unusual again because based on what we post and on our Instagram, and it seems like we from 2 DJ add on one more DJ become 3 DJ, and somehow it seems like we are not the according. It's not according the one that we address up. Well, but it's kind of surprise to you guys, and sorry for the delay. We just came back from technical issue, but it's fine. Now we're gonna deliver you guys a great topic. And also, well, as what you just listened to our station ID, as what you listened to our TalkTalk TAR segment ID, we talk about Talk Student Talk Campus. You know, being a Talk Student Talk Campus, of course, you will encounter what emotion you will encounter.
You mean as a university student?
Yes.
I think a bit happy or stressed.
Stress? Why you
I think
about
stress from me also.
Wait, so you are talking about being a top student in a top campus will be stressed? Well, somehow it's true because it's related to our topic today. We're going to talk about stress, today's topic. So we have not invited any guests, but we're going to share to you guys our opinions and our experience and also some researches based on what we cover in the upcoming segments and topic. So first of all, we came all the way morning to this morning show, even though it's gonna be brunch soon. So yeah, Hooi, how would you choose to live your life today? I mean, like how in this kind of situation?
Oh, this kind of situation. Actually, just now we face technical issue, right? I'm a bit nervous and stressed because it is our lifetime, but we still haven't settled our things yet.
I mean, we should not let the audience know.
Oh,
it's okay,
so sorry.
but it's okay. Well, eventually. I would say maybe I can encounter too many this kind of issue all the time. I don't feel it stress. I just feel it that it's just a job that you have to finish it. So for me, I'm still feel fine. I'm not really feel that pressure yet. Maybe for others, I can feel that Hooi is really pressure because she's the station manager, and then she might have a pressure from the advisor. How about Zhan Hooi? Because he recently just joined TAR Radio.
Yeah, for me, I also feel a little bit nervous. The technical issues. Yeah, this is my first time.
But nervous and stress are not the same, right? So you just feel nervous, not stress at all.
I think I just feel nervous because I'm not station manager. Hey.
So he says that if you people who become station manager, we are stressed out because
Maybe
people like us, content producer.
Hey, no.
It's okay. We'll make you feel one day together with station manager, let you feel that how stressful and tiredness and hardship.
Alright, I'm looking for it.
Alright, so yeah, well, Zhan Hooi, since you feel so relaxed and about it, do you tell us or maybe the audience about what is stress, maybe in your own context?
In my opinion, I think stress is a signal for you to stay alert. Yeah, when you feel stressed, probably there's something coming. For example, assignment due date, or for me, when it's some financial issue, financial problem. Yeah, when your wallet is not enough money, then you have to deal with it. Yeah, you have to plan how many expenses that you can spend a day.
Well, actually, that's your context lah.
But I think this is a long-term stress, because you care about your financial problems. You have to plan for a long way. For a long period.
Well, there are many categories of stress, but in my own context, stress is basically mental. Under the definition and the context of WHO, which is World Health Organization, the organization that when well known during the pandemic era lah.
Yes,
so
correct.
Basically, based on their context, it says that stress is eventually state of worry and the mental tension that caused by a difficult situation. So and they emphasize is state of worry or mental tension. So it's psychologically. It usually stress caused through psychologically what you think and what you process in your brain. So too much stress, right, eventually can cause mental health problem, it also can cause physical problem.
Yes.
Mm.
I
Based
think
on what you
stress
observe,
is from your feeling first. Your feeling of anxieties, then
Oh yeah, that's what they include as well.
Yeah,
Anxiety.
only come to the body, right?
also physical and also the emotions.
So
Eventually there are many
physical
signs,
is the first one.
So basically, if you notice, right, people who are, let's say, let's get an instance example of what I heard from Steve Harvey, American TV personality. You observe that people who are late to any event, people who are late to the class, people who are late to the live, they are usually less stressed.
Why?
If you compare to the people who are always on time or be early, they are stressed.
What is the reason?
You see, if you are feel carefree, if you are carefree and you are not really is it not I wouldn't say nervous or care. You are not tension and to catch up everything. So you are not feeling stress or feeling pressure from external reasons or maybe external factors. People who are worried and wanted to make something perfect, like people who are on time, people who don't want to be late, you're always concerned about this.
But sometimes you face problems when you're coming to school, right? Like if you're late because like you're nervous because maybe the person you meet will scold you or anything.
But what you may think that, but what if people who are usually late, people who are think they are carefree, they are not really care about it, they take their time and they not really like I should be alert or should behave myself all the time, but they are behave like it's okay, YOLO, what you are living once in a life, I should not concern all these insignificant things. So there are people who are less stressed. But this is what the research that they have conduct in the recent years lah. I mean, like you can see this as a part of a sign who are people stressed and not stressed among your friends or community. Okay.
Yeah.
So how would you choose as if you are late?
If we are late,
maybe you are late or maybe you were on time.
In the first moment, if I'm not really care, I woke up and said, oh no, I'm late. Okay, I just take a bath and then go lah. And then just maybe skip my meal or something. And then I wait for the bus. And when I reach the campus, then the lecturer see me, hey, you're late. Okay, just continue with the lesson. Then you won't feel the stress. If people who are worried about this, when they are late, when they wake up, they saw the time. Oh no, I was about to miss out something very important. They'll be panicked. They will done things that are not completely or perfectly. And I mean, you all experience this, right? You wake up in a moment.
Yeah. For me, I also, I think I also like a little bit chill out when I realize that I wake up late. Yeah.
Eventually, many people encounter this before, but as year practice, you feel like, you know what? Just forget about it. If whatever happened, just happened. Because there are many actually like the successful people, billionaires. They always encounter this issue. They have to handle a different situation or stress, not just like waking up late, but also daily stress like overload something. And actually, Zhan Hooi wanted to have did some research on famous people, well-known people, about people how to deal with the stress.
Yeah. So based on my research, there's successful people, I think figure people, for example, Mark Zuckerberg, he will wake up every 8 a.m. and he will train with his MMA fighters and learning Taylor Swift songs with his 3 young daughters, so which is very cute, right?
Yes.
But the one is businessman. I mean lifestyle. They are rich, right? They are not rich. They are wealthy.
Yeah, they are wealthy. But I think this is somehow the way this kind of people they deal with maybe their working balance.
They pace down their path.
Yeah, pacing down their steps, so they won't feel too nervous, too stressed about their working. Yeah,
it means like they rather enjoy their life rather than just too care and working about all those insignificant tasks.
Yeah, some might say, why these successful people they still keep working? I might say because they really like their job, like their working. Yeah, back to the topic. Alright, so for the second figure people, who is Kobe Bryant, he will
the late Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, yes.
Respect to him.
He will wake up every 4 a.m. every day and start his daily training and daily routine. So yeah.
But
but
you can't compare with them, right? Kobe Bryant always exercise.
Yeah.
Because exercise is part of a way to release stress.
Yes,
it?
Exactly.
But I think it's part of life, part of his life, because training every.
It's profession, but I would say is that if he like Kobe Bryant, if he really can, you see he plays sports. He's a professional basketballer. So for me, I think that he will definitely know how to manage the stress at being an athlete. But at the same time, he needs to receive some negative comments or maybe any comments from any fans or something. If they aren't able to accomplish their match, well done, then there will be stress coming in because he needs to receive all the judgment, right? Isn't it?
Yes, I agree that.
But these are the figures that what they practice daily to defeat the stress to prevent them from stress out. Well, I mean, like, these are the figures, but have they encountered this issue? I'm not sure.
Yes.
I mean, like, there are also signs of stress that they won't tell you. Maybe they experience sleeping issues. Who knows?
Oh.
They might experience a headache and body pain. Who knows? They might lose their appetite. They refuse to eat, and then eventually end up imbalanced nutrition or something, and then eventually it may cause health problem because stress, right, is really danger. It's a killing weapon where sometimes you can't identify it through visually because you have to listen what they tell. Sometimes they might look normal or they look ordinary or they look relaxed, but eventually they are stressed, they are panic. Just that they don't want to tell you. So being stressed and they are not telling you is somehow fatal, where it can lead to suicide rate, right?
Yes.
Because there are also research who
It's a
conduct research.
serious topic, right?
Why not we talk about all these consequences soon after a song break? Then we'll move back to a second talk sex and we'll talk about the consequences of stress and maybe delivered by Hooi Sons and Zhan Hooi. You guys may have experience about this. Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
Maybe.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
的天才。一直以来我只给我自己一个选择，每个给背后一浪子弟去当 CC。我给我目标不是结果就是 Kendrick， 练习 music feature 对我 X 梦幻 gang gang。也许只有这个时代只有金钱才是主意，妈妈告诉我千万不要去忘记初心，金钱一选是别选择被牵着给努力，近期告诉我做 hip hop 根本没有出息。Shout out to my daddy 妈妈，背着拜神第一句说 Frankie 能够长大，我从以前开始就觉得我是来自乡下，他们给我最好的，在我说出我的想法。只怕给个我能怕，能把他个未来给 L 旁边，我他这能把我养大，给我一般人享受不了的童话。
Talk Student Talk Campus.
Talk East, Talk West.
Talk
Talk TAR.
Hello, welcome back, guys. I'm Puisan. Just now you're listening to
TalkTalk
TAR.
TAR. Maybe this is a triple partner up being a new set up a new TalkTalk TAR segment, and you know who might know that we can organize a new TalkTalk TAR shows together, even though different DJ partner. A mixture of insights, TalkTalk TAR, and station manager.
Yes.
Aha.
Actually, I'm being long time for not doing on air live streaming, so I'm a bit nervous and stressed.
Nervous and stress are not the same.
I know, but there can be same, right? But in the same time.
I mean, like, you can say that nervous can eventually makes you stress.
Yes.
But nervous doesn't equals to stress. Anyways, you can continue.
Okay, so do you think what are the consequences of stress? It can be good or bad, positive or negative.
Negative.
What do you think, Zhan Hooi?
For me, I think most of them probably is negative, but some of them is positive, right?
Because of motivation, right?
Yes.
Stress will give you some motivation to do some things like deadline. You are rushing for your deadline. You are so stressed. Then it push you to do your assignment.
Yeah.
And submit before the deadline.
A
Then
signal.
a signal of motivation.
I mean, I know what you talk about this is because this is part of the speech that boosts you up and that motivates you, because there's a quote says stress can be altered into a motivation to keeps you to strengthen you up and then make do everything's well. So basically, stress is not a completely bad thing. It can be can be sometimes motivates you. But any great examples that what you observe as a stress,
I think
but it could
from
help
the athletes, like, because like
ethics.
like badminton players or basketball players, they have stress. They need stress to perform better under pressure, because a lot of people watch their performance, right? Then they need to train hard. They get the sometimes they get the motivation from their fans and followers. Yeah.
Because they have to pressure you that not just pressure. I mean, they're
I
not.
think it's a good pressure, right?
They are not really purposely to pressure you, but they are here to give you support. But then they put much expectation on you.
They have a high expectation on the athletes.
So that's why the expectation, people who are worried about the expectation that cannot be fulfilled, or maybe they cannot perform well, then they might think that they
need to work hard,
or they disappoint people.
Yeah.
Then it makes them feel like, I'm so bad. Why am I bad on this? I lost the chance or something.
Yeah, so basically it's the changing of mind. Yeah, I think so.
Your mindset, how do you view? It's like changing your perception towards this topic, stress. Sometimes can be negative, where the more stress you get, the unhealthy you are. The acne, the pimples will pop out on your face, and then maybe a change on your emotions, your health. You become more anxiety. You start to eat more, and then eventually became practicing unhealthy lifestyles. But this will lead to the consequences. So actually, there are many statistics shows that the people who are stressed, they have different consequences in the end. I mean, like, can you guys name a few consequences I mean, one of the instance one and really realistic examples.
I think it's like physical health is in front of physical health. Like you get blood pressure if you eat a lot when you stress, because you need some like some foods for yourself
To cover up yourself from, or maybe to distract from the reality.
because sometimes high calories foods you eat, it will like produce the dopamine.
It's part of dopamine or dopamine or dopamine.
Dopamine, yeah.
It's part of hormone.
It's a happiness hormones
and
for
the-
yourself to gain happiness because you are stressed. Like you need to get the balance between stress and happiness.
Eventually, dopamine is not, I wouldn't say bad, but if you have dopamine means you are in a state of happiness. But it's just that the way they conduct this, they produce this dopamine hormone is not the correct way. I mean, what I wouldn't say correct way is in unhealthy way lah.
But I think you need it's because like your body want to protect you, then it gives a sign for you to get more
Yeah.
foods than to
I won't say
stay the
wrong.
balance.
I won't say wrong, but yeah, because it's a short term happiness. So
Yeah, I know.
still have to figure it out. What's the problem of the stress? What the stress? Where do you come from? Yeah.
But these are the consequences if you practicing this unhealthy lifestyle after you facing stress. But there are actually more consequences that leads to something like suicides. Because suicide rates really happens back then. I mean, in the modern era, particularly during the pandemic era,
Yeah.
because many people shops close down. Everything, the liquidity of the money, cash flow is not good, and then other stock markets was dropping.
Yeah.
The market crash, economic crash, and everyone facing securing their job. The problem with securing their job. So basically, this is a part of stress, where it will affect multiple people at one time, because it's not just like if you fail to get a job, secure a job, you will be facing a problem. It's you and the rest will be affected at the same time. Because for example, let's say you are the breadwinner who brings income to your
families.
Yes.
Then you lose a job. Okay, maybe you can't have a proper meal or something, but your parents or your family members get the same issue and the problem. So you start to figure out the stress, like how can I overcome this? So people start to rob, people start to perform crime, and in the end, if they can't make it, they might just end their life, to stop this
Just to escape, right?
just to escape from the reality. But I want to tell that if you feel stressed or something, these are really okay. Or the samples that I gave was those really thorough examples. Okay, if let's say you want to stick to among our students, let's say that if people who are stressed on their academic wise, for example, people candidate A who enroll to the universities with scholarships, but the condition is you have to maintain 3.75. If you're below than 3.75, then your scholarship might withdraw.
Yes.
Okay, then you might be stressed about this, that I need to make sure I keep my CGPA 3.75. And who knows, one semester you drop the CGPA, and then eventually you lose your scholarship. Okay, fine. Then you realize that you are the one that paying the tuition fee. Your parents is not helping. You feel stressed again. And then if you pay the tuition fee, you can't pay for your meal, your lunch, your living wage. Another stress, double stress. And somehow maybe you are in a bad mood, in a bad condition. Who knows? You might can't you stop focusing on your academy because you've encountered this issue, and then you might do something stupid. I would say stupid, but I won't say stupid. I will call it something that you are irrational. Maybe you start to as I mentioned, rob, or as I mentioned, you start to treat people in a bad way, as a type of releasing a stress.
But I think there is a way to solve the problems. First, you can talk to your parents or find your the person you trust to talk about it. And also, if you don't have, you face any financial problems, you can go and find like scholarships, because some of the university they provide scholarship, right?
I mean financial aids.
Yeah.
Not only for married students, yeah, also some
Underprivileged.
yes.
But also, if let's say if you are not okay, that's the situation A. Like if let's say situation B, who are just having concern with connecting with friends, or maybe they have conflict with friends and then they feel stressed, they feel anxiety. Why not? If you feel these consequences, you can actually look for any counselors or or any experts or lecturers who are in psychology. They eventually can help you by just talking, by just having a conversation. Eventually it will make you feel much more comfortable in the end. For example, let's say we have a counseling unit in our campus, but if you are not satisfied, actually there are more. Like KL, there's a very famous unit called Befrienders. KL Befrienders. It's one of a project that we did before. Basically, they have this hotline. It's a prevent suicide hotline where you can contact with them. If you feel stressed or anything, why not just talk to them, and then they might give you a few solutions.
Yeah, having a good communicate, a good speak out is a good way to deal with stress.
Rather than just keeping yourself and not telling anyone.
Never keep that in your inside you lah.
Because stress can lead to what was it called?
Anxiety.
Depression. Because depression
yeah.
is even worse than stress. Stress is, as you mentioned, stress can be motivation, but depression is totally negative.
Yeah, it's not bring nothing to you. It bring own negative impacts. Yeah.
Because depression you cannot identify through the appearance. Sometimes people who look so normal and like they are feel in a state of happy, but eventually in their mind, in their heart, they are holding something. Like for example, let's give you a instant example. Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, the late Chester Bennington. Eventually, they post a picture right before he was in a state of. He seems happy 2 weeks ago. Before he died. He was on vacation with his family. He looks happy, with pictures, selfies. But after 2 weeks, he suicide because he in a state of depression. So I can feel that the depression can be last since he feels stressed. Maybe he feels stressed on his career, on creation of a work, or maybe creating the songs. But then eventually he cannot handle it, or maybe he handle it in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Eventually end up suicide.
Yeah, I think many celebrities also facing this problem. Yeah, not only celebrities, also normal people, they also face this problem. I got the news because they are celebrities. So yeah, I did hear before.
But back to our topics, if you are our TAR UMT student, actually there is a hotline for you, or maybe the counseling service, the student counseling service for you to, they have provide some service for you to talk to the
counselors.
Counselors.
And actually, they eventually offer it for free, and if you don't need to worry about your privacies or anything, because they won't share this private and confidence. They won't share whatever you tell them, and they will keep it. They will analyze whatever you face, analyze your stress, and then they jot down, and then they will analyze it. Then they will give you the solution. And if you need more advice from them or feedback, you can just visit them anytime, because university students, even though we are young adults, but we might do something stupid. That we feel that it can help us, but eventually no, it will cause us in a wrong way, because university the research from the police investigation says that university students has one of the Malaysia university students has one of the highest drug rate over the years. Consuming drug over the years. I mean, the drug doesn't mean it to be heroin or cocaine or amphetamine. It can be those drug, like when you consume those those gum, right? Those sticky gum. Then they go and smell it just to give them hyper and excited. like they consume chemical substance lah, rather than taking those illegal substance drug.
So yeah, I think this is not a good way to deal with stress.
Anyways, those are the investigation from the police, and that's why we tell you there's a counseling unit in our campus, where who might know, you feel stressed, I feel stressed, you also feel stressed, because currently we are very stressed on this topic while we're talking about it. But why not we get into a news break sessions and a song break, then we'll come back soon. In our third segment, we actually will talk about and cover about the Gen Z's mindsets of stress compared to back then, our old days, our papa mama and our father mother. They eventually wouldn't they never mention about stress in their era, but it started in this era. So we'll discover more it soon, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye bye.
听你温柔声音，就像是为我而写的交响曲。深呼吸，触动我身体每个神经，一看夜幕就快要降临。I'm ready， Baby， 你让我无法忘记，独一无二浪漫气息，深陷于你迷人眼神如何脱离？经过你手中的红酒瓶，对着美的音乐响起，在此时此刻世界只有我和你。Then so night， 情绪还没扑来，满足我所有期待 ，Wake up on my side， 如此渴望投入你胸怀 ，Oh my， 今晚绝不缺爱。不声不息，脚步缓慢地走向你，微弱的烛光增添几分神秘。夜深人静，其实 right with me 不需要多虑，听见音乐在这响起 ，Are you ready？ Oh， 就让你和我 dancing to那一路走。Girl, you won't be alone. Thanks all night， 情绪还没扑来，满足我所有期待。Wake up on my side， 如此渴望投入你胸怀。Oh my， 永远不会倦怠。下去 Just follow me， 梦游仙境，轻响着动人交响曲，不需太多甜言蜜语，我只属于你。Thanks all night， 沉睡还没扑来，满足我所有期待。Wake up on my side， 如此渴望投入你胸怀。Oh my。吹到慢慢散，如此渴望投入你胸怀。Oh my， 今晚绝不缺爱。
Good morning, I'm Danny, and you're now listening to the TAR News. Sarawak Premier Tan Sri Abang Johari Openg announces that the Sarawak is starting to accept Unified Examination Certificate (UEC) holders to enroll in state-owned universities under a free tertiary education scheme in 2026. The Dayak Daily mentions that there are 5 universities included in the scheme. Among the 5 universities, Sarawak University of Technology is a state university and the other 4 are private universities. Abang Johari also says that the education is the key to transforming Malaysia's economy and securing a better future for Sarawak by providing students with the best educational resources. On Wednesday, Prime Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim said at the World Trade Center that he will meet Teo Beng Hock's family next week. He explained that he was busy due to the preparation for the King's coronation this coming Saturday. Teo Beng Hock is a former political aide to DAP politician Ian Yong Hian Wah. He died on July 16, 2009 after being questioned by the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission MACC. On Monday, Teo Beng Hock's sister Teo Lee Lan led the Walk of Justice, which was organized by the Teo Beng Hock Association for Democratic Advancement. The group intended to hand in the memorandum to the Prime Minister, however, was blocked by the police officer who created a human barrier around 100 meters at the gate of Parliament. The Minister of Economic Affairs Muhammad Rafizi bin Ramli says that the government is ready to use the Pangkalan Data Utama (PADU) to target Raw 95 for the targeted subsidy groups. Rafizi also mentioned in Parliament that the government has decided to make full use of the PADU's data to identify the target groups of Raw 95 for subsidies based on the household disposable net income. Meanwhile, Rafizi also says that the government will begin to adjust the fuel subsidy mechanism for the Budi Madani through the use data. On Thursday, July 18, Kelantan UMNO Youth Chef Muhammad Azmani Fikri Abdul Ghani was named as the candidate to run for Ning State by-election. This is after the confirmation by Kelantan UMNO Liaison Committee Chairman Dato' Ahmad Zazlan Yaakob, also the State BN Chairman. He added that the decision was made after thorough discussion with the BN Chairman and also UMNO President Dato' Sri Dr. Ahmad Zamid Hamidi. The Nengri State Assembly seat was vacant after the revocation of Muhammad Azizi Abu Naim's party memberships by Bersatu on June 13, while the polling date was set for August 17. Singapore Senior Minister Lee Hsien Loong confirmed that he will attend the Sultan Abdullah's installation ceremony, which will take place on 20th of July, this Saturday. This is also the first time where a Singaporean representative has been invited to an inauguration ceremony of Malaysian King. This is after Sultan Ibrahim personally extended the invitation to the senior minister during his 2-day visit to Singapore earlier. Apart from that, Mr. Lee will also meet up with the Malaysia Prime Minister and Finance Minister Dato Sri Anwar Ibrahim while engaging with other Malaysian rulers, ministers and leaders. The Football Association of Malaysia (FAM) has tried to persuade Kim Panggon for the past 2 weeks to stay on as the coach of Harimau Malaya until he ends his contract in December 2025. However, Kim Panggon insisted on cutting short his contract. Yusof Mahadi, the FAM Deputy President, told a media conference at Wisma FAM in Kelana Jaya that they are sad towards this news as Kim has contributed huge achievement in taking Harimau Malaya to the Asian Cup finals and also improved the world ranking during the period when he was a coach. FAM respected that the decision made by Kim of the intention to quit as the national team head coach. Kim had brought positive results on the international front just 5 months into the job. That's the end of the TAR News of the Week. The sources are from The Star, New Straits Times and Malay Mail. Thanks for listening, and this is Danny.
坚强也需要我保护。你性格开朗，却在夜里偷哭，看不清前方的路，没关系，有我守护。你怎么会知道我的痛苦？这份温暖让我想着是不是应该要把你留住。其实知道你是刚好的孤独，不是真的想把我照顾。你的花言巧语是巴纳姆，让我很幸福，深入的迷雾，想和你同步，不拆穿你的全部。你的温柔言语是巴纳姆，你说这旅途不会让我哭，怎么去羡慕？不需要你的填补。坚持住，我还能忍住，还想把你抱住。即使你推开我，已变得不计其数。幸福的谎言，我其实很清楚。笑容是给彼此的态度。你的花言巧语是巴纳姆，让我很幸福，深入的迷雾，想和你同步，不拆穿你的全部。你的温柔言语是巴纳姆，你说这旅途不会让我哭，怎么去羡慕？不需要你的填补。那天你走了几步，回头看看我是不是还在哭？你没有拒绝过，也没说过爱我，怎么剩我一个人颠簸？你的花言巧语是巴纳姆，但我很幸福，深入的迷雾，想和你同步，不拆穿你的全部。你的温柔言语是巴纳姆，你说这旅途不会让我哭，怎么去羡慕？不需要你的坚固。就算你是巴纳姆，就算这旅途，就算我会哭，我会幸福。谢谢你给的全部，祝你幸福。谢谢你给的坚固。
In 2022, 1 in 8 teenagers had suicidal thoughts and 1 in 10 teens attempted suicide in Malaysia. Family relationships, emotional pressure, and financial constraints are the reasons. If you know someone is having suicidal thoughts, or if you are suffering from mental problems, talk to someone. You're not alone.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
Don't be afraid to contact TAR MT Student Counseling Service via website. Get help, be help.
Doremi-Fa So Fun Fest 1年一度大型舞蹈盛会 So Fun Fest 回来啦！由大UMD Dancing Society 主办，将在7月24号晚上6点至10点于大UMD礼堂隆重登场。现场有拉丁舞、街舞、K-pop 传统舞蹈，还有特别嘉宾哦，比如 Perry、Steady Gang 等等。想知道还有什么特别嘉宾，可以到我们的 IG page 看看哦。不仅如此，我们也有互动环节和抽奖活动等你来参与。 门票现已开售。除了菜园地生，也非常欢迎校外的朋友们。详情请关注我们的 IG Dancing Society _TARUMD_official， 别错过这个大 UMD 唯一的舞蹈庆典 So Fun Fest， 等你来嗨翻天！
Talk Student Talk Campus.
Talk East, Talk West. Talk, talk, talk.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our TalkTalk TAR program.
This basically is a third talk set eventually.
Okay.
Eventually, yeah, just welcome back from the news break, and we deliver you the news. Hopefully, you don't feel stressed based on the news that we just delivered to you guys. And yeah, based on back to our topic, to those who just tune in, we are talking about stress. Anyways, when just catch up all those topics, eventually, how people view stress in nowadays are different compared to back then, the era, the decades ago, like 2 decades ago, 3 decades ago, like our father mother's era. And we are eventually been labeled with a different generation, as we always mention stress this term all the time, regardless of any situation.
I'm the one who always say I'm stressed.
Because you know what, Gen Z, it seems like we easily label everything as stress rather than hardship. Because eventually there are difference between hardship and stress. Hardship in eventually is something difficult, something that you need to overcome it. You feel challenged. That's why that's called hardship. But stress is something that negative and makes you feel like suffering you, something that makes you struggle. That's why you call it stress. That's why, as what we all mentioned, that our parents back then era, what do you think your parents will call you if you say that you are stressed?
My parents think that children's stress is not a stress because like your financial problems. Do you have financial problems nowadays for yourself?
But we are not children, right?
Although I'm an adult, but I still sometimes I still get the pocket money from my parents. So for now, I still don't have financial problems. But sometimes my parents say, everything you eat from home, everything from home, why you still feel stressed?
Everything that was supported by your family, and you're just here to study. You're nothing to worry. You're gonna pay your tuitions. You're gonna eat well. If you don't need enough money, you just call me. What else do you need to say that you are stressed, right? This is what our parents always talk to us, right? Says that, hey, you are not supposed to stress. Okay, just focus on your study. And then when we are I worry about academics, or maybe or having our events, they will start to say that why are you stressed about this again? You're not supposed to stress. That's why, because maybe there's always a word says that, our parents always says that, my parents he say nowadays people call it stress, but back then in those days there's no stress, these terms. They call it hardship, challenge. They feel challenged, but they have to overcome it. Life is full of challenge, but nowadays the generation is like, life is full of stress. I just want to lay back on my bed, and then I just want to sleep on it, and whatever they call me tells me I don't want to do anything. Today I feel like not doing anything.
Because you are trying to escape from your reality, right? If you feel stressed, like some things, it is difficult for you to like solve it.
And I mean, eventually, it's just that it's not you can't solve it. It's just that you are panicked. You're worried you cannot solve it, because worried, it makes you anxiety. It makes you feel anxiety, and then you started to
think a lot,
pressure yourself, and say that if I cannot make it, if I can't make it, this is something that makes me disappointed, frustrated, and then there might be someone's expectation on you. That's why you feel pressure. But then you should not think about this. If you cannot make it, you can just look for people who can help you.
But I think maybe sometimes I care too much of the opinions from others. Like I will feel like, wow, Zhen say I'm too poor in English, like this, anything.
Okay, first of all, I never say that
no lah, just an example.
I never say Puisan is bad in English or something. Even though she is bad in English, but she admit herself I did not mention anything. Anyways, just continue.
I also can relate what Puisan just mentioned. I also really care people thinking of
Oh
me.
yeah, same too.
You're thinking about what they not just thinking of you. You're thinking about if you can't get along with them, you'll feel left out.
Yeah.
But then that doesn't makes you stress. It just give you anxiety. That's why then people will think that like adults are like those older parents will think that this is not something you should care. You just forget about it. But then maybe we overthink too much or something.
I think this is this is the phenomenon of now Gen Z, because Gen Z now they not really have the problem of the financial, the the leave. Yeah, so they will more focus on the physical thing, so they will start to think a lot. Yeah.
I mean, I agree what Zhan Hooi said, because back then, those days, 2 decades ago, 3-4 decades ago,
Yeah.
people who are hard work all the time, even though they feel hardship throughout their life, they work from 9 to 5, no, from 8 to 6, who knows, back then those days, but they never complain. They work, they come back, they have their meal together with their family, they watch TV, and then they go and sleep, and then the next day they repeat the same thing. But they wouldn't feel stress. They wouldn't say stress, they just say hardship. Because back then, those days, you don't have mobile phone, you don't access to entertainment and social medias, you don't have much studies about human relationships, or maybe back then those days everything about money you have to earn it by yourself. And back then but at the same time, in those days, money parents in that era, they have not many place to spend their money, so they're not worried about financial issues. They are not really worried about human relationships. But nowadays, in this generation, you just come into a campus, we have so many distractions that we can spend our money. Okay, convenience stores, one thing. Okay, second thing, last time we used to have a cyber cafe here, but they might introduce in student center. Then we had another entertainment space. And just nearby our campus, we have shopping mall, or go for shopping. I have friends who needs to go shopping once a week. I mean, even though they don't buy anything, but at least they have to mix something. They have to experience something that can consume. So we have many things to spend that makes us feel relaxed. But then at the same time, your money goes, your cash flow will
disappear, right?
disappear, and then you start to stress. Oh no, not enough money. And then that's why our parents always say, you are just studying. You are not going to worry about your money or financial issue. And then some of us are working as a part timer. Then who knows? We are all we people, you see, are young adults, but we are still practicing our lifestyle. They might can't balance in between studies and working. And then now, if let's say people who are studying and working at the same time, they can't balance, they lose their academies, then they can't afford their studies because of part-time job. Because of they're focusing on part-time job, then who knows, in the end it will become a burden for them. Yeah, I mean that's what called stress, label as stress. I mean, this is something that happened among this generation, but I hope the older we get, the age that we move on, we will start to think that what's important and what's not important. What's significant and what's insignificant. I mean, stress can be overcome, and then you will start to forego things as years goes on. Anyways, these are the stress that we always mention. Our parents always mention about this, that hey, you are stressed, but hey, you are not stressed, you're just hardship. Alright. So basically, that's what our parents always talk about this. Why not? What do you think that in the Malaysia context, do you think the stress level is really high, or in Malaysia it's just like, nah, it's fine compared to other countries?
From my perspective, like my surrounding, my friends, my families, I think it's a really high stress in Malaysia.
Is it because of they're working in metropolis, like in KL?
In KL, the urban city. So I think it's stress. But sometimes people live in
metropolis, KL. Or maybe you say in the rural area.
Rural area, they are more relaxable.
Because they pace themselves. Their lifestyle are made a bit more relaxed, and they have not, like in KL, too many distraction entertainment going on. then there are not much competition there lah. That's why they not feel stressed. I mean, but in a Malaysia context, what's the ranking as most stressed in the country? Is it? I don't think Malaysia goes onto the top 10, right?
I think not.
Because if you ask me what are the most stressed country, my mindset will be Asia. Although it will be in Asia, but it wouldn't be in Malaysia. It could be Japan, China, South Korea. All these are so-called hardworking, and until they will make them die.
Because their suicide rate is also very high, right?
Their
suicide rate.
Their suicide, because they concern about they have this in Malaysia in Malay we call it jaga muka. Jaga muka. So they take care of their own reputation too much. They take care of their own what people thinks about themselves. So they take care of this too much. That's why they have to work really hard. That will makes them feel unhealthy lifestyle. They practice this in an unhealthy way.
Sometimes they want to achieve some
lifetime achievement that people's that they put expectation on them, or maybe they
want to have a better lifestyle, so they put themselves in a stress performance.
Particularly in Japan and China, South Korea as well, but I'm not really sure about. I mean, I know South Korea is some. South Korea, they practice this tradition is if you have in Chinese, if you translate is if you have a hand, if you have your leg, if you have both hand and both leg, means that you can vote yourself. You should not ask money from anyone. That's why they have to put effort on it rather than rely on someone. But in Japan, it's even worse. If you conduct something, you make something mistakes,
yes.
they will remember you all the time, and then they will keep mentioning about this, and then they have keep store a mindset about that you are bad. Then they would not recruit you in a career, or if you are study, they will think that you are bad students. I mean that's the reality in Japan. But it seems like they start to realize that that this is not how it's supposed to work. I hope Japan will practice another way to de-stress themselves. And also
their culture also like they don't want to bring burden to others. They always
keep it themselves.
They always help only themselves. So
they will not share the problem to others, but they keep the problem to themselves.
They always seek help. But only for themselves only.
It could be the problem with majority of Japanese are introverts.
This is their culture, I must say.
I mean, I would say is that it's good that you wouldn't give burden, but at the same time, if you cannot handle yourself, it also a burden to someone, because you cannot handle it in the end. People have to clean the mess for you.
I agree.
That's in Japan. Okay, then move on. What we according to statistics we have South Korea. Surprisingly, China is not in the list.
Not in the top 10 list.
I was surprised because this is studies from so-called William. Is a researcher. They have conducted this statistic about the most stressed country. Eventually, United States went first runner-up. And then the second runner-up is Belgium. I was surprised. Most stressed country is... Okay, South Korea, I agree, but Belgium, France, and Italy, Hungary. I thought those are the countries are much more relaxed. Who knows? There might maybe insights that we cannot tell. They did not mention. Oh, I know. Because in European concept, is their work-life balance. So if their work is a bit difficult, then they feel stressed. They label it as stress. But in Asia, it's like whatever problem you gave me, I will just work out. Anyways, those are top 10 lists of most stressed country, and I hope Malaysia doesn't count in, right?
I hope Malaysia be the happiest country in the world.
In the future, maybe after a century who might know? Maybe after both we all pass away, after our generation growth, then Malaysia can become the most happiest country in the world.
Sometimes stress can be in the form of positive but also negative, but I hope everyone live in a happy way. Yeah.
I mean, like, if you the most important is how you deal the stress. Stress is happening everywhere. You cannot escape it.
Yes.
But you just need to find a correct way to stop yourself from doing something stupid, and make sure you are healthy all the time.
Yeah,
Okay.
overcome that.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, wait. You want to add something? Yeah, you can add something.
I just want to tell everyone, like, if you are feeling stressed, you can have a conversation with the person you trust, you believe.
Yeah, that's important.
Even though you don't trust people around you, you can write it down, and then once you are relaxed, you can read back whether it's necessary of this stress. Anyways, that's the talk sets of today, and well, thank you for guys for participate in our live, and hope 3 of us can handle a show again. Who knows? Oh yeah, talking about we have podcasts. Yeah, who knows? We'll appear on podcast and in an upcoming next few.
Yeah, I'm looking forward.
Okay. Yeah. Anyways, let's listen to Station ID as this is a wrap for today. I'm Ning.
I'm Zhan Hooi.
I'm Zhen.
And goodbye.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.
TAR Radio, a voice with you around the campus.